Back again, viewers, back again. We're back on the corner of Chapel Street, Bonny Street. What's left of the Magistrates, the last corner, the final bit. It's going to be dropped. It's going to be dropped today. And we're going to cover it. Okay? The final chapter of the Magistrates Court. Blackpool, UK. So here we are, viewers, we're back again on the corner of Chapel Street, Bonny Street, the final remnants of the Magistrates Court. And we're following the Chomper, the Muncher, the Dark Destroyer, the T-Rex itself, the Volvo. The Volvo's doing the action again today. The biggest of the machines we have available to us at the moment on this demolition site. Currently got five excavators working here, but this one is by far the largest one of the 5 available to us. So it's down to the Volvo with its pulverising head here, the T-Rex attachment to drop this lot to dust. So let's get to it. So we're currently attacking the underbelly here of the Magistrates Courts and what looks like a boiler room or air conditioning room. There seems to be a lot of pipe work, a lot of ducting going into this room. And we're just pulling it apart piece by piece at the moment. A lot of metal work coming out of here. Just probing, looking, munching. Number one priority here is separating the metal. Get all the metal work out of there first before we take down the rest of the building. It's just working like a dentist with precision here, just going in there, pulling out these pipes bit by bit on what looks like is a boiler room or a air conditioning room. Ooh, pigeon flew out of there then. Very lucky pigeon, he's done a runner. You know, it's very dusty work today. The wind's with us again once more, so just got to be a little bit careful when we get the drone up. Incidentally, this is a still camera doing this. We are doing this from an adjacent rooftop. To be fair, I'm quite happy with the results up to now. This is the camera I'll be using when we move on to the police station itself. When the wind is too much for the drone to handle it. So hopefully I've got all points covered when we move on to that what's going to be an amazing spectacle. You know, just uncovering all this pipe work here now, as you can see. Well, that looks like a fan housing for extraction. That holds the motors and the fan to circulate the air. Quite clever how I can just dive into these holes and extract the pieces piece by piece. Yeah, very important to extract all the metal work before you start on the concrete. Saying that, he's just done exactly the opposite and gone straight for the roof. Okay. Who am I to know? See that top jaw sits down there and you see that bottom jaw just rises up to meet it as the back arches, and boom, it's gone, isn't it? It's just reduced to dust. All that's left is a rebar. It's said it 1,000 times while I've been doing these videos. It's incredible the strength of this machine. And hopefully we'll clear this last corner today, and then we'll be able to move on to bigger and better things. Obviously there's a little bit more of the car park to move before we get onto that police station, but day by day it's getting closer and closer. I would imagine the only thing that could hamper us is the wind. If we get the wind when we start on that police station, that could slow that process down. Just have to see how we go. I'm just removing more of this wall now so we can see a little bit more clearly into what else is in this room. We can see there's a series of pipes and motors. And I was doing exactly what I thought they wouldn't do, to taking the rubble off the top. It certainly looks like some sort of air conditioning room or boiler house, this. The amount of pipe work that's in there, and then blue motors, a series of 4 or 5 blue motors there doing whatever job they do. On the floor I can see them stood upright. When the dust clears, that is. We're now chomping through the roof. Dropping it all to dust. Let's clear another wall out the way here. These interior walls make very, very easy work for this machine. Now, they usually dampen down these walls before they go in with this machine, but on this occasion, for whatever reason, they haven't, and that's causing an enormous amount of dust in this area. Hampering the visibility somewhat, isn't it, the dust? But anyway, we'll crack on. And all the time while this is going on, them wagons keep rolling in and out of these premises. The amount of hardcore that's disappeared from here over the last few days is astounding. Obviously going for recycling purposes, either road surfacing or the making of concrete once more. One or the other. It's quite clever nowadays when you think of the amount of recycling that goes on, whereas back in the day a lot of this would have gone into landfill. But now they tend to be able to recycle a lot of material that comes out of these buildings, including the walls themselves, the concrete, the bricks, everything gets reused basically. I think the only thing that doesn't is probably the insulation material from the roof and the roofing felt itself. Just about see through to the other side of the site here, just behind the chomper itself there. You can see the corrugated offices of the works, the building offices, or should I say the demolition offices. You see the window there in the background. So, a glimpse right through to the other side of this site now. The last frontier here, the final corner. Extremely dusty work today. There you go, you can see the offices very clearly there. They're just underneath Chapel Street Bridge, right at the other side of this site. Take the whole wall out in one piece here now. There you go. Attacking the top again once more. Chomping through the concrete, exposing the rebar and reducing it to dust. The strength of this machine is incredible. I was just focusing on the machine itself then rather than the head, and the whole machine's lifting as the doors close. Ooh, boom, that's gone, hasn't it? Good night. Okay. And now you can see the works office block, the two-tier office that they've set up there, the staircase tucked in behind. Extremely exposed now. Instead of a chomping now, he's going for brute force, putting the sheer weight of the machine down on it. Yeah, the speed he's going through this, I can see this gone today. I think this could be the end of this corner, could be the end of the Magistrates Court. Finally! I mean, they have been dragging it out quite a long time, this last bit. It looks like it could be the end. Just punching holes with it, raising it up, banging it through, making a hole so then you can grip onto something. See the whole building shake as it comes down with a full force there. It's weakened. Yeah, it's making short work of this for sure. When I was doing this shot, I was stood some 200 yards away on top of a building, and the vibration was incredible when they were pounding down on top. I mean, a lot of people have been asking me about the police station in itself, why they're not opted to use explosives. At first I thought it was to do with asbestos within the building, but I've since found out that all the asbestos has been removed. But now I've got unconfirmed reports, and I say unconfirmed reports because it's not what I say is from a reliable source, but it makes sense to me. One of the main reasons that it's not being done with explosives, that police station, is because of the Sea Life Centre. The vibration of that dropping and all the glass tanks, etc. in there, it could be disastrous for the Sea Life Centre, which is in close proximity to the police station. So that does make sense to me, but it's, like I said, it's unconfirmed. I'll see if I can confirm that with the site manager. Like I said, it does make sense. The vibration, you put a crack in a shark tank, we're going to have a bit of a problem, aren't we? You can see the Hyundai working in the back there, sorting through the rubble. And there's one of the wagons coming in to collect some hardcore as well. See a lot more through here now. Pulling all the pipe work out of here now. Oh, I can see 3 excavators working away now on this shot. Wow. And another lorry there reversing in to get its hardcore. They seem to have stepped up on the hardcore removal. These lorries are coming a lot more than previous days. So it seems to become a priority now, getting rid of the hardcore as it's mounting up. Yeah, the building was offering a little bit of resistance there, but there was only going to be one winner, wasn't there? There was definitely only going to be one winner. The chomp of the munch of the Dark Destroyer, with its pulverising head, the Volvo itself. It was always going to win that battle. We've more or less cleared that room at the bottom now, so I can imagine we're going to be moving up to the top shortly. That's some length of pipework was just pulled out of that building. Absolutely incredible. And as you can see there from the overhead shot, that room is now empty. Of course, we're back to the drone now. Stone Crusher in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen there. Working away relentlessly. In that last surviving corner of the Magistrates Court building there. Straight in the top of your screen in the centre there. Once again, probing deeper into that room. Or the room adjacent to it. Pulling out more ducting. Oh, he's moving up to the roof, I think. Is he? Yeah, just pulled a supporting girder out of that rooftop. Cast that to one side like a toothpick. Straight through the roof. Make very short work of this now. You just got the shell left. Just got the two supporting walls there and what's left of the roof. Just clear this roof material out of the way and then we'll be plain sailing this building. It'll be gone in a matter of minutes, to be fair, once he gets stuck in. See, he's cleared out the rooms below, so all that's left is a shell. Last bit of steel work coming out of there. Just left with them two supporting walls now. They're not very supporting, are they? Not a lot left there. So the process they've been using all the way around here is they take that pillar away at the front there, usually chomp through the bottom of the pillar, the top piece drops and move on. That's what they've done previously. Let's see if they do this now. go, in for the bottom of the pillar, weakening that bottom, and the top will drop. There you go. The same process they've been using all the way around this building. They just nudged that out of the way. Oof, gone, isn't it? It's gone. The final part of the Magistrates Court. One little piece left hanging there. And of course you've got that stairwell and the lift shaft just tucked in behind that, the building there behind. Split screen here. One from the camera, one from the drone. The final wall drops. Good night, Vienna. The end of the Magistrates Court itself. It's gone. The Magistrates Courts are gone. In fact, all the courts are gone now. All we're left with is the remnants of the car park below and the police station itself. So that was the biggest footprint on the entire site, that Magistrates Court building, and it's now finally gone. This is the last piece to be dragged away now. Bit of resistance on the last piece. It's refusing to move. Drop the concrete here, reduce it to dust, and then cut the rebar out. Reducing it to dust, exposing the rebar, then he'll go in for the cut, and then just drag that away. There you go. Other cut. That's it. We'll cut through the whole lot in one hit then. And there it is, folks. The last remaining piece of the Magistrates Court building being taken into oblivion. Gone forever. I've just got a little bit of an aerial shot here of the stone machine there, the stone crusher, still relentlessly working away. Because them wagons keep coming, they keep coming. Look at the amount of rebar there. Just bailing up the rebar, ready to go. Masses of rebar. So I could just pan around this area for one last shot. The end of the day now. That's the Magistrates Court building gone. All that's left now is what's left of the car park below, and that walkway to the police station, the bridge, your lift shaft and your stairwell. So, all's going well. Thanks for watching, guys. Going to end it here. It's been a good one. Catch you later. Okay, viewers, if you like what you see, pop your comments in below, and don't forget to hit that like button and the notification bell, because we love it when you do that. And don't forget to share. See you soon in my next presentation. Catch you later. It's not your boy Leroy, signing off. Ta-da!